Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So we got the 10th update to my Diversity Battle Royale minigame for Fortnite Creative, and we have a lot to go over today, including 3 LTMs. So let's just get started. Alright, so one of the first things is I positioned these little snowmen all around the map, like in this location. I don't think I put any in Red's house, actually. I might do that later. Summon Misty, and may have forgotten Studio, but there are also definitely some on the warehouse. In the farm area, I've actually added some extra decorations to the house, even more. So there's this little like tree right here now, like presents and such. There are lights, there's snowflakes and such. Like if we go outside, more stuff has been removed. In fact, pretty much all of the islands are gone or like falling down. In fact, there's an island that was like big island that was up here, and it just kind of disintegrated, and all of the parts from it fell down below onto this house right here and sort of destroyed it here. Also, there's a wall right here, kind of behind the bathroom, that would kind of have a hole in it, but I've actually just sealed it up, like it's been fixed. There are also some presents under some of these trees, like this one right here. And the cube has actually sank into the ground a tiny bit, so it's, yeah. Over at Misty, that cube is also sunk into the ground a bit more, and the rift over Misty is now purple. So it's going to be changing to something else very soon. And then some other places around, parts around Misty have been starting to kind of like break down, get destroyed, disintegrated, disappeared. And then over at Soggy, there is a new rift, which is blue over here. And that's going to be changing as well. And now for the LTMs. Alright, I'm going to be sort of going from the least interesting LTMs to the most interesting LTM. Let's just start with this one. It's called Insane Mobility. So basically, you can move twice as fast, just in general. I have a player spawn thing over here, which has a movement multiplier of 2x, so basically you're going to be running around twice as fast in this. And also there's low gravity, no fall damage, glider redeploy, no jump fatigue, and I've placed these random little item spawners everywhere, like these things right here. And they contain all sorts of mobility items like grapplers, chillers, impulse grenades, yeah, even like jetpacks and stuff. The only thing about this is there is no shield at all, and you only get 1 life. And also the material cap has been decreased to 100, and also the harvest rate has been divided by 4. So you're a bit more vulnerable, but you have a ton more mobility, so you're going to be dodging a lot more instead of just hiding. And on to the next LTM. Alright, next we got the Advent LTM, which is actually, this is actually V2 of it. So basically this current V2 is just approximately every minute you get a random item, like a completely random item. Lower rarity items have more of a chance of you getting them, but you can also get some pretty good stuff from this, and it's completely random. So how this works is, just at the start of this game, this music thing starts, and after a minute it gets to the other side and activates this trigger, which triggers this item granter here, and everyone gets a random item every minute. And also, in the first 5 seconds, there's also this thing. After 5 seconds from the mass start, you will get an extra random item just to start with. But yeah, that's pretty much this LTM. and there is an increased chance of just simply getting presents from this as well. I've just put a ton of presents in it. But yeah, that's basically the LTM, just getting random items every minute. It is called Advent because it was originally supposed to be like everyone had this like Advent calendar thing that they would get random items from, but that took up way too much memory, and it would like, so you know how at the very start of each match it like freezes you for a few seconds in creative mode just because of like memory stuff. Well, that was using so much memory that it would never unfreeze you. It's like extremely long time that you stayed frozen. Ow. So I just decided to scrap that advent calendar fancy advent calendar thing that I made, and just make a simpler thing, which just gives you random loot on repeat. The previous advent calendar was going to be like, kind of actually look like an advent calendar, sort of, and you would go through a door, and like every couple minutes everyone would get teleported to it, and get to open a random door and get a random item from that door, and then be teleported back to the map, but yeah, it just didn't work. And now to the next LTM. Alright, and then we got the third and final LTM, which is the Blizzard. I have made a sort of spoiler for it a couple days ago. It was extremely short, it was only like 30 seconds long, and just showed some monsters running at me and me fending them off. But anyway, this is it. So you're gonna really have to rely on your map for this LTM a lot, because you can't see anything. You can only see maybe like, I don't know, maybe a good 30 meters, barely. So it has extremely dense mist here, and there are these monster spawners everywhere. You can see these like random dots around the map. Those are the monster spawners. There are not quite as many monster spawners as there were in the Shadow Hunt LTM. This, by the way, is sort of a variant of the Shadow Hunt LTM just for Christmas. And the thing is, Shadow Hunt was co-op, where this is free-for-all again. So you're going to be fighting monsters and other players at the same time. And I've added extra turrets and harpoon guns to all of the loot around the map. And also, just specifically in the farm area, you can get a bunch of snowball launchers. You have a chance of getting a bunch of snowball launchers from the floor loot. And you also spawn with a green snowball launcher. I didn't even know those existed, but I just happened to get one from a chest. It was extremely painful to go and try and get these snowball launchers for the farm, because you had to, there weren't any in the creative inventory anywhere at all. So I had to go and just open like hundreds and hundreds of chests in order to just find a couple or a few. So that's why it's only specifically in the farm. Though it is, all of the snowball launchers in here are just purple and gold and maybe a couple blue. So you can get better snowball launchers from here, but you just start with a crappy snowball launcher. And that's pretty much it. Oh, actually, alright, there are 2 teams, so if there's any more than 2 people in this, it won't just be a free-for-all, it'll be more of a team battle. Everyone gets 2 spawns. Down but not out is on, so if you are on a team, you will be able to just get knocked when you're hit before you get eliminated. The materials you can get in this are halved, so instead of being like a 4x multiplier on the mats, I decreased it down to a 2. And there's also, I decreased the max mats you can have. It was just 99,999 mats was max, but now there's only 999 mats. So if I had the max mats by 100, so And that's this LTM. And that's all the LTMs, and that's all I'm going to be showing in this video, all I have for this video. I will see you in the next video. I'll see you in the gameplay. Goodbye.